So, FFR. You guys are seeing a front view of our car, but that's completely irrelevant. I had been planning on making a tournament shout-out video for all of you guys, and I wasn't sure where I wanted to do it or how I wanted to do it, so I'm going to do it here because background scenery is always a good thing, and as long as you're not prone to motion sickness, you should be okay. Holy freaking sunlight, so I'm going to turn it this way. You can look at my horrible mug. Anyway, I've been watching the tournament progress, and some of you are really, really impressing me. Not just with how you're playing, but how you're taking the tournament, how you're acting about it. And I figured I was going to give a rundown of each division and, you know, name some notable people. I'm going to start with Division 1. I hadn't noticed anybody in Division 1 other than my friend Edwin, who went by the name Cool925. He's out of the tournament now. He actually ended up in the hospital for a week and a half due to something involving his appendix. Very painful, you must imagine. So, wow, that sunlight's really bright. I hope it's not completely killing everything there. My next shout out for D1 is going to go to Trumpet63X, who I recently ran into by looking through Bob's videos about his quest of trying to get B-Rolf. I ran into this kid. I was like, hey, I don't recognize this name. And it's been a very long time since I found somebody who's enthused and as excited to be into competition as he is. And he's still in the tournament right now come round 4. I think he's hanging on by a thread right now in 16th, which is the minimum cutoff. Meaning if he falls one more place, he's gone. I'm really hoping he pulls through. Division 2, I don't know too many people in Division 2, honestly. I wish I knew a lot more of you. One person I would like to give a shout out to, regardless of whether or not she is still in the tournament, is Hazel Bree. You came out pretty strong in the first couple rounds, just tripling everything in your way. That was really nice. Just, you know, you really don't play often in tournaments. It was nice to see you come out of the woodwork. I'd also like to give a shout out to Zekrom Cross, who's busting his ass to stay alive. You know, I love when people give their absolute best effort to try and hang on to get something great out of it. And that's what this tournament should be about. It shouldn't be about, you know, oh my God, he's sandbagging. Oh my God, you know, this player's trying to cheat in a lower division. Play for yourself. If you feel like you're misplaced, move yourself. If you feel like, you know, you stand no chance, try. I hate to bring up the story over and over again, but when I was placed in the 4th official tournament, I was placed in D5, and I was relatively sure, along with a couple other people, that I wasn't even going to make it anywhere, and I ended up making it to round 7. And I got the skill boost of a lifetime because I busted my ass in that tournament. Kayla over here ended up being placed in D2 in the 5th official with, what, you had no 5s, did you?
I had like nothing.
Yeah, she had like nothing. She ended up coming out in 14th, so it just goes to show. Oh, is it 13th? I'm sorry. 13th.
I should have made it onto the next round, but my computer...
Yeah, she had problems with the power cord. I actually ended up facing that later. Division 3. One person I'd like to give a pretty good shout out to, not because he's been trying extremely hard, but more so because I've seen him improve a great amount during my tournament, and that's Supermo. Supermo 1985, I believe his name is. I might have the numbers wrong. I apologize if I do.
I'm pretty sure it's 1985.
The improvement this kid has made from my Halloween tournament up until the official tournament is absolutely astonishing. He came out, I don't know if any of you guys who are watching this video now have played Surface on the DF engine. It's a very high 10, possibly low 11 because of how long it is. It's nothing but streaming, and it's got jump streaming. It's just...
Whoa.
Very draining. Oh, I didn't know the guy was turning. I was like, what the hell is he doing?
No, the car like bogged down here.
Oh.
Anyway.
But yeah, this kid came in to my tournament doing relatively well. It didn't look like he was a front runner right at the start. And I noticed him do extremely well when we switched to the custom rounds. We switched to last burning on the DF engine and he flagged it. I was in shock. I was like, oh my goodness. Comes to the final round between him, FFR Green, and one other person I cannot remember. Oh, and it was, I believe it was High Top or Tinker Train. I can't remember. And he busts out 11 goods on a near FMO. That was absolutely shocking to me. He just completely slaughtered everything. So, big shout out to you. Who else in D3 do I want to give a shout out to? I can't even remember anybody else in D3. A lot of people aren't very notable to me as players. I know you've all been improving, but I can't figure out any of you guys' names, so I really apologize for you. You guys can kick me in the face if you ever meet me for not remembering. Division 4. This is the division that's been absolutely heated in multiple spots. I mean, you had a AAA or die round. You get a really bursty song that we thought was going to be fairly spread out scores talking about Finder here, scores ended up being tight. And then you get Sambista, and you guys make the cutoff extremely tight that way too, which is absolutely astonishing to me.
Yeah, I did not expect an SDG cutoff.
Kayla and I were not expecting SDG cutoffs on Sambista at all for the first day. And by the end of the first day, we had a 7 good cutoff. Now we're down to 4, which is ridiculous. Anyway, I have to give a huge resounding shout out to Cameron. You are absolutely incredible. Do not stop. Do not stop. The fact that you've put almost 1,000 tries combined, maybe more, in these first 4 rounds, and you were the first AAA on Sambista. And when I saw that, I was like, holy Christ, Cammy's coming with a vengeance. Keep it up, dude. I want to see you go really far in this tournament. Maggie, you're doing really well. You're doing really good as well. And there was a bit of scandal between you, Kayla, and Sarah in the beginning of the tournament because, you know, everybody has to pin, you know, the females doing better than the males on some sort of stupid excuse. They're just being haters. Move on with your life. Not sure about anybody else. I would love to give a shout out to I Got Rhythm. I really want to see you go through. I know you're struggling. It would be great to see you make it to the next round, even if it involves you knocking somebody else who deserves it, because at this point, a good majority of D4 has been fighting really hard, and you know, you all deserve to be, what is it, top 16, I believe, for this division. Actually, it should be
14,
top. Oh, it's 14. That's right.
I think
that's
D4
right.
is 14. Yeah.
It was, yeah, that's right. Top 14. Yeah. Division 5. So many of you. Choofers. You better go far, man. You surprised the shit out of me when you were going up against Subin in an FFR party for that Sparkle Downer triple. That was a really hectic race. I was like, come on, guys, one of you get it, Neither of you got it. And I'm upset about it. But I know both of you can get it. I know I shouldn't be cheering Subin on to get an FGO. I mean, he is D6 and all. He should get it eventually. But you, man, you know, you got the potential there. A couple other people in D5. Dark Zetar, I actually remember you from before the site went down, and you surprised me quite a bit coming out of the woodwork and being the first, and I think there were 3 people who AAA romance in the club, but you were one of them. That was impressive. Keep it up. I'd definitely like to see you go on. Who else is in D5 that I should give a good notable shout out to?
Oddly enough, I can't remember like half of who's
honestly,
left anymore.
As many differences as we have, I'd like to see Rushy go on a little bit too. Oh my God, and I can't forget Kellen.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I said him earlier, and then we go to the video, and I blipped on him.
Kellen, you've got the skill to handle these really hard songs. You've got to move on. You could potentially get top 8 if you push for it. I know you've got one hell of a busy schedule, and if I remember correctly, you also have the flu, so you got a lot of odds against you. You gotta try. Try as hard as you can. I mean, I know you're putting your effort into it, and I remember watching you through Zero piano version where everybody was tripling. You guys in D5 are fucking nuts for that. Because personally, I think it's an 11. Kayla thinks it's an 11. I was surprised to see a lot of 10 calls on it, but you know, you guys are all good at jump stream, I guess. But yeah, Kellen, Rushy, I didn't give you enough time. I just said your name and then thought of Kellen. I know we've had our differences, but you've been improving pretty well too. I mean, at the start of this tournament, I think you were still in the teens on FMOs, and I think you're up to 30 now, if I'm not mistaken. So you're definitely making your improvement and trying to get your stride. So I'd like to see you go a little far too. I don't know if you have V-Raffle already. You might. Hell, you could probably get V-Raffle the hard way by getting 50 billion at this point, because I know you're pretty high up there in overall rank. And then D6. I shouldn't be cheering for any of you because that's my division. Y'all can screw yourself. I hate you. Seriously though, Aloyas, I'd love to see you top 8. Owa, I know you'll top 8. You're gonna make it. Don't doubt yourself. You've got the skill to take on just about everybody here. Only thing that's stopping you is the same thing that was stopping me a couple months ago, and that's the massive battle with nerves. You've got to overcome it. Once you overcome it, you're gonna destroy everything. You're just waiting. You're just that one top tier player who's just waiting to pounce.
There are people that I think especially deserve a shout out. And those are the people that got bumped a division and didn't complain about it.
Oh, that is right.
That took it in stride and took it as an honor to be moved to a higher division.
Yes, I believe Canada was one of those people who took it somewhat graciously.
Sanzaf.
Calypso. Very, very, very mature. I'm very proud of you making the change. I know it's been a really rough tournament for you in D6, but you know what? I give you props, and you have earned a lot of people who will find this out now, moving up to D6 willingly. You are probably going to earn a lot of people's respect, probably in the wrong way, because, you know, a lot of people in this tournament, sadly, are out for their own good. They want to get the prize. There's some serious prizes at stake this time around. You know, you've got Polish Pat's album, the EP, I'm sorry. Polish Pat's new EP.
I thought it was an LP.
Or LP, I'm sorry. Thank you. And, of course, there's V-Raffle. And you've got the support token prize, if I'm not mistaken, for top 3. So there is a lot at stake. And I do not blame anyone for being, you know, a bit defensive about the people in the division. It's okay. But the fact that you moved up willingly and actually fought for it is great. And I'm really happy for you for doing that.
I know there was somebody else, and I can't think of the name right now, that moved up willingly and without a fight.
Did you say Sanzaf?
I said Sanzaf already. There's somebody else that I'm not thinking of right now.
Canada? We caught him too. CA25.
I don't remember how he reacted. Now, to be honest, he might have been one of them.
He wasn't.
Oh yeah, he was another one that said that.
Yeah, he was like, it was probably okay. It's like, I'll move up, and that's good for you guys. And hell, he's still alive. In fact, I think he's top of the division right now in D5 on Halcyon. That was really good. I think he's sitting at 4 goods right now.
No, who was it that was it Canada that I moved before Zach?
Yes, Canada was the first person.
That's who I was thinking of that I was missing. Okay.
And for those of you who are calling the sandbagger card on people who aren't sandbaggers, shame on you. You know, people are allowed to improve. I'm trying to think of anything else I might have to say here. I know we're almost where we need to be.
Oh, we still got a little bit. You could film Fast Food Alley.
Should I end the shout-out video making everybody hungry?
You can film the Munchkin.
Sitting
in the back seat in her little bear suit to keep her warm in this cold 30-degree weather.
Oh my god. I feel horrible. I hope you didn't exit out the video by now. Remedy, I know you are absolute garbage at Jump Stream, and you are fighting. You are fighting your ass off. Do it. Make it past this round. You can top 8. You've been skill boosting so ridiculously. It's incredible. I'd love to see you go far. I'd love to see you be the silent killer of this tournament and knock somebody like me or Samurai or somebody out by just completely ninjaing them when we all have blocks and stuff. That would be incredible. You definitely get a name for yourself there. Who else am I missing in D6? Who's even left in D6? We got Dosser. Dosser, I'd give a shout out to you, but you're gonna win anyway, so sorry, Roy. Aloyas I gave a shout out to. I think. I hope. Zaphon. I don't have much to say about you. I know you're gonna go far. I don't know if I'm wishing for you to go far. You are pretty threatening you are possibly someone who will make a run for a top 5 position or better. Pretty sure.
What are people doing?
Oh yeah, we have idiotic drivers here.
It's a green light, it's been a green light, but for some reason we ended up stopped because, I don't know, people can't negotiate a right fucking turn or something. I don't know.
Alright, well, I'm going to end up cutting this video off. It's 14 minutes. All you guys take care. I might give some additional shout-outs later in the tournament, but for now, take what you get, and I'll see you guys whenever.